Hi there, this is Danny Flexen and welcome to the Knockout Boxing Betting Guide here on Sportsbet TV. We're here every week to give you some sort of insight into the best odds available on the fights of the coming weekend. Obviously the big fights that are attracting attention, especially in the UK this weekend, involve the Las Vegas debut of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, the so-called lineal heavyweight champion, who goes back into the ring for the first time since that miraculous get off the deck draw, which probably should have been a win against Deontay Wilder back in December for the WBC belt. He fights an untested but unbeaten German in Tom Schwarz. Not a lot of value that you're going to find in that one, unfortunately. Even if you feel that Fury's going to get a knockout, he's known more as a boxer. I think he's like 1-2, so it's not great for the knockout. Unless you can predict the exact round, you're not going to make a lot of money out of that one. I don't give Schwarz much of a chance, although he is big odds if you fancy him. Another big show, though, takes place in Leeds on Saturday night. The main event sees Josh Warrington fight against Kid Galahad. Josh defending his IBF featherweight title in his hometown. Very good fighter, intelligent, good pressure fighter. Underrated dig as well. Definitely got the stamina to go to 12 rounds at a hard pace. Galahad, though, has maybe been a bit underrated going into this. He's the mandatory challenger. He's earned his spot. He's awkward, he's technical, he's got a bit of a dig himself. Real physical strength about him that doesn't get mentioned enough. An accurate puncher. I'm not saying I'm picking him to win, but if you do fancy him, I think he's available at the moment at around 5-2. So definitely worth a punt on that. And he probably won't knock Warrington out. Warrington's got a good chin. Galahad not known as a massive one-punch hitter. I think Galahad to win on points is available, and that's his most likely way of winning, is available around 4-1. So especially if that includes a technical decision as well, because it could be a rough fight. You could see boxers cut, head clashes and so on. 4-1 for Galahad or around that. Good odds. On the undercard, we've got some interesting ones as well. Zelfa Barrett against Leon Woodstock. You know, Woodstock's a significant outsider in that, although, you know, realistically on paper it's close to a 50-50. But the one that's caught my eye is Jason Wellborn coming back from his failed world title challenge, unified champion Jarrett Hurd, with renewed confidence, which isn't always the case, feeling that he can mix it up at world level. He goes in against James Metcalf, a talented and highly touted prospect, unbeaten, but hasn't really pushed on with his career in the last couple of years as you might expect. I favour Wellborn in that one, but he's currently a round 2-1 outsider in the fight, just outright to win, and I do fancy him. But in terms of betting, I would probably combine that with Andrew Tabiti, as if you watched last week's Knockout Boxing Betting Guide, you'll know that I predicted him as the underdog to upset Cuban puncher Junior Dorticos out in Latvia in the World Boxing Super Series Cruiserweight semi-finals. Tabiti's fresher, he's unbeaten, he can dig a bit himself, and he's quite a bit of a spoiler at times, but a good technical boxer, and I think he might be able to beat Dorticos, who's a bit shot-born and can be outboxed. So if you combine the Tabiti, he's around 2-1 as well, with Wellborn around the same odds. I think you'll get a good double price. Now, I haven't looked at exactly what it is, but I'd be surprised if it's any less than 5-1. So maybe have a go at that as your double. The other World Boxing Super Series semi-final, when I previewed these in depth last week, I should mention, I favour Maris Breedis to get the job done, probably on points against Krzysztof Glowacki out in Riga. Let me know what you think of my tips, what your tips would be for the weekend, anything I've missed, and which fight you're most looking forward to at the weekend as well. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, for the next Knockout Boxing Betting Guide. But enjoy the fights at the weekend, and I will see you soon.